Hi Aries, welcome in to your reading. What are we doing? Are we the third week of September? Jesus, time is just rolling on by. All right, let's see what's going on here for you. Third week of September. All right, so this morning's video is a little late because I literally just did it and uploaded it. I couldn't do it yesterday. I didn't have the energy, and I don't like to do readings unless I'm fresh and I could read you and feel you guys. And today I was sitting here thinking, like, I feel like a lot of you are in a good place, but you're also in a scary place, meaning like you're scared to do something or you're nervous about losing something. But we'll see why I'm vibing those kind of feels. All right, Universe, Angel, Spirit Guides, what's going on for Aries, third week of September? Someone could be calling you with an apology or an ultimatum of some kind. Let me explain. You could be doing it too. The Page of Cups is something small. It's a text message, right? But the Five of Cups and the Five of Swords, and these are two fives. Fives are difficult. Fives are the changes. Fives are like when you're going through something, processing something, getting over something. This is guilt, regret. This over here, Five of Swords, is sacrifice. It's losing something to get something better. So if you feel like, it's just an example. If you're in a relationship and you feel like you're getting treated like shit or mistreated or you're not getting enough, you leave this relationship because you know there's something better for you out there. It's like that kind of a sacrifice. Or you leave one job because you know there's something better out there, more money, a better position, somebody understanding your worth and your value, all of that, right? And you have two fives. And that's what the vibe I was getting. I was getting like you are headed into a good place, but it's scary. It's scary for you because you're making these big decisions now. And this is kind of what it looks like. Others of you, it just looks like there's some kind of an apology of some kind here. I wish I did this. I wish I did that. I'm sorry. Please forgive me kind of vibe. And then the other person, because I'm reading energies, the other person is sitting there thinking like, do you make up or do you break up? And yes, this can be with friendships or work or whatever. Because whatever effort was being put into something, you're just like done. You're like, no, I did a lot. I'm a good person. I'm a good friend. I'm a good lover. I'm a good husband. I'm a good wife. I'm a this. And you're like, I did. I did all my due diligence. It's now for them to come meet me halfway. That's kind of like the vibe I'm getting from you because I think you're starting to believe in yourselves. And that's what's so beautiful about this kind of vibe I'm feeling for you and looking at these cards. Because there is some kind of reminiscence over the past with somebody that you were a partner with. Or this could be coming up. Let's see. Let's see what's coming towards you. But that seems to be the situation that you guys are headed into. Interesting. Yeah. You're totally taking a risk. You're totally taking a leap of faith. You're taking a gamble unto yourselves. Nothing ventured, nothing gained, right? Let's see what's coming towards you, Aries. It just feels like for something, and for some of you, you just don't have any luck in regards to one aspect of your lives, whether it's your career or your love life or whatever it is. You feel like nothing's changing and there's no luck for you. Um, but interestingly enough, hold on a second, you do have something to celebrate. You are creating a foundation, even though you think you might not be. You are, because the Four of Wands talks about structure. It's the four pillars, you four wands, that you construct in your life to build a platform. And this is getting engaged. This is getting married. This is leveling up into a relationship. This is also your career. You're going up one level. This is an upgrade. But what I find interesting is that with this Wheel of Fortune in reverse, there's nothing changing here. Something is not moving. The wheel of your life is stuck. And for some of you, this Three of Wands talks about whatever you're waiting for has arrived or it's never coming at all. But it's interesting that you have this one a very positive card. I'm just curious to see what they're talking about. They could be talking about two things, that you could be leveling up in one aspect in your life and not the other. And then the other storyline I'm getting here is you're upgrading in a place that's a dead end. I hope that makes sense to you guys, but we'll see when we clarify, because I find that very interesting. I always do when I see half negative, half positive cards mixed together. Let's see what you don't see coming. King of Pentacles, Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus energy. If not, this is somebody that could either A, be your boss, B, your mentor, C, somebody who has their shit together. So even if it's a lover or boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever, this is just somebody who has their shit together mentally, financially, emotionally. But you're torn. You're torn over this individual. Do you bother? Do you waste your time? Do you go down this road? Do you go down this path? You really just don't know. You're like, am I wasting my time? Do I do something? Do I go with this person? Because you don't feel like you have the whole picture, and that's why. You feel like you're getting breadcrumbs. You feel like you're getting part of the story. But it's like, why we say it's breadcrumbs? Because when you leave little breadcrumbs through the forest, it's a trail. It's a trail that leads you somewhere. You don't know where it leads you, though. And that's why you're the Two of Swords. So you're like, did the breadcrumbs lead to a bakery? Or am I going to get eaten alive by some freaky witch in the forest? Like Hansel and Gretel. No, I'm just kidding. But that's why you're torn. You're saying to yourself, is it always just going to be this? Is it always just going to be breadcrumbs? Or is there a rainbow at the end of the rainstorm? Is it that I have to prove myself to this person? Or it's always going to be like this? So this is why you're torn. Because it's enough to keep you on the hook. Now, let me see what the advice is. Look, I know a lot of you are very vulnerable, and I get that. But vulnerability is also a big risk that, Aries don't tend to take. When it comes to work and careers and friends, we'll take that risk, right? You'll take that risk. When it comes to your love lives, not so much. But being vulnerable is a huge risk, and it's kind of telling you to do that. But since you're going to do that, and if you do that, you will have your answers. You're no longer wasting your time, right? Because you have two knights. And in your advice, the first card that came out was like, oh yeah, okay, that makes sense. Go slow and steady. You don't got to rush this anyway. You're living your life in other departments of your world while you're waiting to see if this portion pans out. You really don't need to make a decision right now, even if somebody else comes along. Or if you got to choose between two people, you're going to be honest with both, right? And then the one that's going to reveal themselves to you will be very, very obvious. So this card is saying slow and steady wins the race. Always, always slow and steady, being cautious is what's going to get you out there. Now, going back to what I was talking about, vulnerability, this is you making a gesture to go out on a date, to go for drinks, to go for coffee. But this is based on an emotional level. So you have your needs and you have to make sure they're being met. Because you need to make a choice, right? Two of Swords. Spirit's saying, look, you're going to be vindicated. You're going to be validated. But also know your worth and your value. And definitely go down the road that you're going to feel the most success. That's the advice. Yeah, go with love. Open your heart chakra. Take that risk. Take the vulnerability risk. Now, let's see what the outcome is. All right, the Empress and the Ace of Pentacles. Here you are. This whole entire year, you've been showing up as the Empress for me and not the Emperor, who you normally typically are in the architecture of Tarot, right? Because that's an Aries card. This is typically a Taurus card, but this is the counterpart to the Emperor, the Empress. Kings and queens report to the Empress, but the Empress literally takes action, as where the Emperor thinks up ideas, right? He thinks up of empires, but she actually manifests them. She actually creates them. And why am I telling you all this? Because it's coupled by another card that's in the 3D. All pentacles means it's in your reality. It means it's a new job, it's a new relationship, but it's only an opportunity because it's an ace. But it's solid. It's take it to the bank and cash it. It's in your physical world. So this coupled with her, it's like you knowing your worth and your value, and you finally manifested this opportunity. And here it is. It's a golden opportunity. And look where it's landing in the position of your outcome, which I totally love. I totally love. If some of you, this is a promotion in a new position at work. Others of you, it could be a solid new opportunity for a relationship, but it's also tied to something financially. So it's somebody that actually is of same value and stature as yourself. Now, let's continue and start clarifying all these cards and see what's going on here. That's why I was getting that vibe at the beginning of this. Before I even put down cards, I was trying really hard to meditate, and it's like you have things coming in for you, Aries, but they seem scary. Like you're scared of losing it or obtaining it, or something to do with that. And now I'm starting to understand these cards here, the what's coming towards you. My suspicion is that you're getting rid of what's not changing, what's not different, what's not evolving for you. You're shedding it. And so you're upgrading in other parts of your life. All right, so let's see what's going on over here. What is this Eight of Pentacles and these two fives in the Page of Cups? Ugh, brand new cards. Brand new cards always get sticky. Trying to bend them. Let's do it. Come on, Aries, please. Are you not going to show me? All right, let me see what fell. Seven of Cups. Yeah, you're definitely reviewing your options. So it's like you're leaving negative stuff behind. And you are risking a huge part of your life to move forward, Aries. And you're like, well, whatever's a dead end, it's a dead end. And anything that's not prospering, it's not prospering. What am I doing here? So you're either getting an offer or you're receiving. You're either receiving one, or you are offering it, depending on who I'm talking to. Yeah, it's definitely you. Queen of Wands at the bottom of the deck. You're my incoming. Incoming is king. Sorry, I'm getting tongue-tied today. If you're new to my channel, the kings are the incoming energy. The queens are you, whether you're male or female. Because cards are energy and you're a large audience, so that's just how I read. So you being at the bottom of the deck, the Queen of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, this is definitely talking about your energy, how you're reviewing your options. And you're sitting here calculating to yourselves like, this isn't working. It's not elevating me. It's not putting me anywhere. So I'm going to take a risk either to get a promotion or put my name in the ring for some kind of promotion, new job, relationship, whatever it is. You're pushing yourself to the next level. I wasn't even going to say limit, just the next level. And there's no limit for an Aries. Never. All right, let's see what's going on with the Four of Wands and the Three of Wands in reverse and the Wheel of Fortune. Page of Wands. Oh, and the Two of Wands. And the Five of Wands. You really are at, I don't want to say a crossroads, a transition more or less, because you are definitely, I always give this analogy, say there's a fence, right? On one side's all the shitty part of your life and your past, and on the other side of the fence is getting over the hump, getting over the negative stuff, the dark stuff in your life, and moving on. picking up the pieces and going. You're on top of the fence. You could go backwards or you could go forward. Right now, because I'm seeing a lot of fives, and when there's multiple same number, it obviously shows you a pattern. So it's telling me what's going on with you in your world. But there's a lot of wants also, and a lot of action, and very, very little cups. That's why the cups are falling in your advice. You're taking decisive actions. You are a little stuck mentally when it comes to thinking about which way to go. However, you're also excited because this is your future, it's your path. The Two of Wands always talks about this woman who stares out into the horizon, and she's like, okay, I got the world at the palm of my hands. And she's like, it's time for me to go. It's time for me to move on from things that are not changing in my life. And that's what these two cards represent. And all of these cards in this section are wands. I'll show you in a minute. Three of Wands in reverse. The Wheel of Fortune. She's sitting here saying, these things aren't changing in my life. There's no luck here. None. I don't know what I'm doing here. Four of Wands. More wands. Excited to move on. Excited to change things. Excited to shake things up. So something's in your life where you're excited to move forward. But there's Five of Wands. There's blocks. There's obstacles. There's challenges. Of course, it's not going to be easy. Why would it be? And that's just life. That's how life rolls. We all know that. King of Pentacles and Two of Swords. Come on. I will use a different deck. Let me see if one more comes out. If it doesn't, I'm going to use another deck. Oh, this is so interesting. Now, I don't know if this is going on with the same person over here, this King of Pentacles that you're torn about, or if this is someone after this person. What you have, the first card that came out was Ten of Swords. And it's like, I don't like where this is going. This is deceit. This is backstab. This is betrayal. Someone in the past has hurt you. If it's not you, then it's them that got hurt this way, really badly. And when I say really badly, Three of Swords. Daggers in the heart. Painful, right? This is like no joke. This feels like deceit and pain and betrayal. And it's painful. It's heartbreaking. But on top of it came the Ace of Cups. A fresh new start in love. So I don't know if you're having a do-over with this individual over here who had broken your heart, or this person was suffering this and now you are their new opportunity. It's vice versa. You understand me. But it's definitely along those lines. And this is why you're torn, because you felt, I feel like most of you, this is you. You're the one who felt the betrayal. You're the one who felt the pain from somebody from your past, and now you have this new individual in your way and you're scared, or it's the same individual. And this is why it's very difficult. Some of you are thinking like, maybe I should just go towards the new love. Forget the past. Some of you are having this person that hurt you who wants a new opportunity in love, and you're considering it. Oh my God, for sure. This is freaky to me. Even though these cards are sticking and it's making me hard to pull them out, they still make sense with each other. Look at this. King of Pentacles, King of Pentacles. This is at the bottom of the deck. And under that is the Six of Pentacles, the peanuts, the breadcrumbs that you were getting. Under this deck, same thing it was before, was the Six of Pentacles. Some of you have a fire sign that's coming towards you also. Aries, Leo, Sag, fire like yourselves. For those of you who are dealing with two people. The Two Knights and the Six of Wands. So now you have 5, 5, 5, 6. Over the fence, but it's in the advice position. You want that success? You want to fall on the right side of the fence? Here's what you need to do. Slow and steady wins the race. You don't got to rush nothing. Just be cautious. Put your heart on your sleeve and see what happens. Be vulnerable. Ask somebody out. Engage. Please clarify. Yeah, it's definitely saying about being cautious. Hold on. For me, the two cards that came out is the Moon and the High Priestess. When these two cards come together for me, it totally means for me, this is as far as we can go. Now it's your free will. What do I mean this is as far as I can go? I have two combinations and they rarely come out. When they do, this is when the tarot is telling me, I can't give you any more information. You're just going to have to make a choice now. You have to make decisions. You actually have to live your life. Not everything is destined, because here is what is destined: the opportunity. What you make of it is what you will. Will you learn your lesson and go forward, or are you learning a new lesson as we speak? They don't know. So it's not just you, it's them too. It's the person that you're dealing with. They don't know, the universe, what the other person is going to decide and if now is the right time. Because if they're dealing with somebody else in their external environment, they got to wait for that person to make moves in your life. I hope that makes sense. All right, let's see what's going on here with the Empress and Ace of Pentacles. I feel like getting so tongue-tied. It's like hard. It's like all these thoughts and feelings and emotions are trying to like come out for me for your reading, Aries, but I'm getting tongue-tied because I'm realizing that it's like you're at the precipice of big change and moving forward with your life, with someone, with something, and you're just not hesitant. You're just scared to make this choice because you do have your options right here. Spirit's like, just go slow. You don't have to do anything. You don't have to decide any major shit right now in your life. The Empress and the Ace of Pentacles. This is too many, but I'm curious to see what they're trying to say because a card is probably in here. Come on. Let's get you out. Sorry, guys. Thanks for being patient with me. You're my guinea pigs for this new deck. But at least it's fresh, new energy. And cards are trying to get to you. There we go. Wheel of Fortune. Now we're talking. Ace of Wands. Queen of Pentacles. Seven of Pentacles. And what do we have here? Anything's... Here we go. King of Swords. All right. So, in this one connection, and this is why you feel like it's working for you, one of you is very cerebral, very smart, very intelligent, while the other person is very earthy and warm and nurturing and kind and caring. But it's hard for you to read their thoughts. So, that's why you were torn before. Now, you definitely are at the place of the fives. Five of Swords came out twice now. And you're in your thinking pattern. All right, there's parts of me I have to cut off and I need to move on, right? Because you do have a passionate new beginning ahead of you. You have something solid coming with passion attached to it and a fresh new start in love, right? And now this is the universe finally stepping in with the Wheel of Fortune to give you that new beginning. With somebody here who is not just also very smart and cerebral and you don't know what they're thinking, but they are warm and loving too. And I think that's what kept you on the hook. Those are the actual breadcrumbs. And you're sitting here reflecting on the time and energy you had invested with this individual. And if it's worth moving forward. It can be with a new person versus somebody from your past. Or it's one and the same person. Because you definitely have a new opportunity here. So this is who I'm reading for. It's your new opportunity and you're debating it. Can I tell you what's going to happen after that? Maybe next week. Because I'm curious myself. Yeah, it's definitely leading to some kind of partnership. Lovers is back here. Some of you are having a reconciliation reunion. Interesting. I'm going to use another deck. I'm just curious to see what it's going to say. Any final messages for Aries here, please? You know, when you use 3 decks and you get same cards, interesting. 3 threes. The Knight of Pentacles. This is the most important message they want to give you. You don't have to rush. Slow and steady is going to win your race. You could be cautious. You don't have to make moves or make any major choices right now. And you are. You're upgrading in life. 4 of Wands. This is one of my favorite cards in the deck, to be honest with you, because this is celebrating good news. This is solid. It's people actually taking action towards a foundation. And you're not alone. There's nobody. There's 2 people in this card. Pretty sure there's 2 people in the other one too, if I can find it. Yeah. Look at that. I love it. You guys are leveling up. And there's no rush, okay? Let's see what the romance angels have to say in regards to what's going on here. Getting to know each other. You know, in the extended, we're, oh my God, soulmates at the back of the deck. And you deserve love. Okay, so 2 separate situations here for me. You deserve love and getting to know each other. This is you knowing you deserve love. This is you understanding what I was telling you at the beginning of this reading. Like, nothing's changing. I'm not getting what I need out of this. So let me move on. Let me make this decision that I need to make. 5 of Swords, the sacrifice thing I was talking about, and getting to know each other. So when in the extended, we're going to clarify and we're going to deep dive into these cards and see what's going on. A lot of you, this is a new person. Others of you, this could be the same person that had betrayed you in the past, and now you're trying to understand each other or that person. Now, let me see what the Rebel deck has to say to you. Anyone who is sensitive, I suggest do not take these cards that seriously. Okay, what does Aries need to know? Believe what you see. Shit. How applicable is that? Face reality or live in a fucking la la land. Choose bravely. I shit you not, guys. These cards know exactly the energy and the tempo of the whole entire reading. Believe what you see for making your choice, right? Put the fucking phone down. Too much screen time is making you awkward and sad. Go talk to a live person. Go live your best lives, guys. Put yourselves out there. Go out for drinks and coffee and whatever. No more social media and just wasting your time looking at like crap online. It's time to get yourselves out there. And from what I understand, horoscope wise, you're pretty popular these days. People want to see you. People want to hang out with you. All right. Wisdom House tonight. Meditation. And then the moon, which means there are things that are being hidden from you for a reason, by the way. All right. But meditation is going to help you, give you clarity, and it's going to help you make the choices that you need to make. Be still and listen to the sounds of the pulsing energy and the life force inherent in all things, like a gentle song to your sweet ears. In the darkness, inkiest black of night, I nyx make my magic and weave it into the world. This is a time for non-action. Do nothing and find quiet within your heart and wait. All will be revealed when the time is right. Now is the time for quiet contemplation. You won't miss anything if you stay quiet. Be still and know that I, Nyx, am always with you as you discover your magic in silence. That's why your advice is slow and steady. You don't need to do anything. You can throw a piece of macaroni up against the wall and see if it sticks. Hey, let's go for coffee and drinks, or do nothing. It could also talk about receiving a date or an initiation in regards to something emotional. All right, let's put these aside for the extended. For those of you who don't know, the extended is about your person, how they feel about you, their intentions towards you, because that really matters. And then what the universe has for you. And then we go through every sign. All right, guys, I will see you there. Everyone else, I'll see you next week.